You want to be the best league in the world by far. You need to have that and entertaining and easy unpredictability. It now becomes boring, and how difficult it is to beat any opponent. And those numbers that you just mentioned, I think it's the best example of that. It's just incredible. I mean, for me, that's why he's one of the greatest the managers the Premier League has ever had. Because to maintain that level and that consistency in many different contexts and clubs, it's just so difficult to do, and people has to appreciate it.
Not got a great record going to Arsenal, but I don't know if many teams have this year. They've got a good home record, but we've done quite well on the road. But look, we've got a bit of confidence. We've been playing well in the last few games, so we can only go and try it against who are probably the best team in the country at the moment. They're good at set pieces, and they're a strong physical side, which I don't see any problem with any of that. It's part of the game. And if there's this thing out there where everybody has to play the beautiful game and everything has to be perfect, well, if we all done that, it would be boring. The football would be boring.
I think the bar of difficult is always high. Has always been high and will always be high, and that's only a good thing. We're a top club where the bar should be set high by the people around us, but we will set the bar just as high. Playing at home at Anfield is always something to look forward to, and we have a point to prove, because the last game in the league we've lost, the last game in the Champions League we've lost, and then now playing in front of our own fans is something we will always find special.
Tough, for sure. Not just because of last game, but because of the period we are passing. So not easy situation, not easy moment. From other side, big challenge to to change the things. So like everything in a life, you can choose how to see the situation. So you can stay and cry, or you can fight.
Yeah, I was Nottingham Forest before. It would happen in the next game. So always I said, when I arrive in the last 10 games, 8 games, every team play for something, for relegation, for Europa League, for Conference, for Champions League, for be champion. So it's normal. Every game is not second chances. We're desperate too. Both were. So now it was him, and I still have time to think about it. And it's just these kind of games, I had to think to try to first score the goal to win the game, and after the game, for many plans you have, it doesn't happen. It's play the game you have to play, and after the game will dictate you have chance or not.
Yeah, we're always in a test, you know. I think it's always about what's next, what you're going to react, whether you've won, whether you haven't won, whether you've drawn, what's going to be the reaction, what's the group, what's the emotions in it, how do we make the best of it, what's the motivation for the next game, and driving that forward. So I understand with it being the first defeat, if you like, feels a little bit different, but it's going to come at some point. I think you look through the league, it's a tough league. Most teams, if not every team, has suffered that in recent times.
Been here for 2.5 months, so it takes time. We don't have much time left. We need to learn from, especially the Leeds and Burnley games where we dropped 4 points from winning positions at home. And if we do that with the consistency in our performances, we won 4-1 at Villa the last game. We're in a good place to do what we want to do.